What's up, everybody? Josh Lucas, the coach. Man, it's rapid fire. We just had the first video on this YouTube channel, and now the Browns have finalized their 53. They've released their 53-man roster. So I have more news, so you get more of me. That's how this works. All right, I'm Josh Lucas, the coach, and I am the premier armchair quarterback of the Cleveland Browns organization. So, a couple notables about the roster cuts and the 53-man finalization. They cut some players that might be a little bit surprising to you. The one that stuck out to me first as I was going through the list was some guy named Blake. I remember 2 years ago when the offensive line was just decimated by injuries. Some guy named Blake. I say that because that's what Baker Mayfield said in the post-game conference. He said, we went in there, we won the game, and I didn't even know who was starting at right tackle for me. It was some guy named Blake that I'd never met before. And that's Blake Hance. He is no longer on the squad, and he might practice squad him, but he's not on the 53-man roster. Johnny Stanton, that could be big news because that could be indicative of what many Browns fans have been hoping for a very long time, and that is to see Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb in the backfield at the same time. If they're not going to carry a fullback, and you have this zone run game where sometimes you have a fullback, then you could be seeing Kareem Hunt or Nick Chubb, vice versa. So probably Kareem Hunt in that fullback role from time to time. Then you're going to get both of them on the field at the same time. Even split back where you can go one way or the other based off of the defense, and one becomes the tailback, one becomes the fullback based off of what strength you have against that defense. The other one in the running back room is John Kelly Jr., number 41. He looked really good throughout the preseason. It's just a crowded room. Somebody's going to get a steal. If they don't put him on the practice squad, somebody's going to get a steal with him. I think he's a really good back, and he proved it over the 3 games of the preseason. Josh Rosen, no big surprise there, but he's a bigger name, so I threw him on the list too. They're not going to keep more than 2 or 3 quarterbacks. And you're going to have Deshaun Watson, who is on technically listed as reserved or injured or commissioner exempt, whatever you want to call it. So he's not technically part of the 53-man roster. They're going to have to make room for him when he comes back. But they're just going to keep Jacoby Brissett and Josh Dobbs. And then you have some of the things that I've been seeing in some of the message boards and comment sections where how can you keep Schwartz after all of those drops and cut Wims, Trevon Wims. Well, there's a couple of different reasons. Number one, you're not going to keep every wide receiver that you have. Most teams only keep 5. Most you might keep 6, but usually 5. So you have Amari Cooper, you have Donovan Peoples-Jones, you have David Bell and Michael Woods, who are new additions, but they're invested in their development. So that leaves one spot, and then it's either going to be between Schwartz or Wims. And Schwartz is a 3rd-round pick that they've invested in that has world-class speed and hopefully can learn how to catch a ball. And then you have Wims, who's a 7th-round pick, who's on his 3rd team in 3 years. So, there's a reason that teams are passing on Wims. Just because you see a little bit of glimpse here and there on the field doesn't mean that he's in his playbook, doesn't mean that he knows the offense or that he's committed or he's a good mesh with the other wide receivers in the room. Like, you just don't know what the case may be. And like I said, when you have a 3rd-round pick in Schwartz, who's a 4.2 guy, a world-class sprinter, if you could teach that guy how to catch a football, he could be a dangerous weapon. And, that's what they're putting their eggs in that basket for. So that's all I got for the 53-man roster. Everybody else is looking good. No big surprises. For instance, the Buffalo Bills cut O.J. Howard earlier today. That's a big surprise. We don't have anything like that on our roster. I don't think that we should be too concerned with. I think everything kind of makes sense if you think about it. Blake Hance is a little bit. I guess that's really the only one that is a head scratcher to me. The other ones I can justify and I can make sense of, but Blake Hance seemed to be a good backup, and he could be in multiple different positions. But I'm not in the room. I don't know everything. I'm just the armchair quarterback. So that's it for my analysis of the 53-man roster. Let me know what you think in the comments. Like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. This is a brand new channel. Get after it. Thanks, guys. Thanks for the support. Bye.